following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the adventure and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo, the Adventures of Pipeman here on Wednesday, but we're going to talk about what Wednesday is with my pipe nuts. But here you are, W4CY Radio, W4CY.com. We got a lot to talk about. The Pipeman Radio Tour has been in full force, but a lot of it's been at home, which has been kind of cool. I didn't have to travel anywhere except to go on a cruise, which that was even cooler. And now I keep seeing cruises out my window every single day. And I'm like, yeah, I should be there and getting away from all the insanity of the world. With that being said, let's bring the pipe nuts on. Okay, so one by one, we got Studio Nut up there. He's in the studio. He's looking normal. Okay, I can't say the rest about the females today. Okay, Swamp Nut.
Yes.
Like, we're not tripping on acid. That doesn't.
Aren't we? Come on now.
Okay, well, I'll give it to you then. Your glasses make up for the background, okay? And
we have to thank a fan for this.
okay, so first, before I introduce Health Nut, like, she's got to change her name on the thing there. It's no longer Nicole Fortin, it's Health Nut, okay? And so, even though she is Dr. Nicole Fortin. Okay? But before we get to Dr. Juan will do it for you. He'll call you Nutface or something. Okay. So there you go. You're Health Nut now.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, but you're going to have to remember to change that back when you go on your own show, or else it's not going to be good. Okay. But, all right. Rebel, I need you to do your segment right away. Okay. Because I have something to say to Health Nut about your segment, but you need to read it for, like, what day is it today anyway?
Well,
Wait for it. Okay, before we do that, we talked about Wacky Wednesday yesterday. We all agreed. And then I looked back on my notes, and one of the names I had for today was a different name. So we're going to vote right now for moving forward what the theme name for Wednesdays are on the Adventures of Pipeman. So we have Wacky Wednesday, and then the other one is WTF, What the Fuck Wednesday.
Oh,
I don't know. In the world we live in, that might be a little more appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
There's a lot of that around.
Was your vote? Was your vote, Studio Nut? Wacky Wednesday,
I think Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is better than WTF.
Oh wow! Look
Nice.
at that! Look at that! Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. Bring more people like you into my country, okay? Because then we will be a much smarter country. Okay. And Health Nut, your vote.
Oh, well, okay. Things are wacky, definitely. But I think that's escalated to a WTF.
Okay,
level.
yeah. It's
there's only two wackos in this show, so
yeah, so
not wacky enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're on the left side.
But every one of us every single day wakes up and probably says, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Every day there's something new to say what the fuck about. Maybe we'll talk about that in the pipe peeve a little later. But now
I like that segment, the pipe peeves. That's a good one.
Yeah, so now back to you, Rebel.
It's like what grinds my gears, you know? Like
okay, well, you can have a segment called What Grinds My Gears.
Peter Griffin. Family Guy? Yeah, it's what grinds my gears.
See, that's the difference between America and Canada before they become the 52nd state. I think
Who's the 51st?
no. They're now 52nd because now we're going after the Gaza Strip. Okay.
Yeah, but is it big enough to be a state?
If Lord Trump decides it's a state, it's a state. Okay. I don't know if he. I don't know if he's like. Is he a good Lord? Or he's like
of America?
I think he's more like Voldemort. That's the type of Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
The one who should
Rebel.
not be named.
Rebel, let's do your segment right now. And there's a reason I have you doing the segment right now because I have to go on my phone because there's a major announcement to make on the show, and I have to go see what it is.
All right.
What's that sound going on?
Is that your
with a
is that your indigestion, Pipe Man?
It's not me. Okay.
Not.
It is National Fart Day.
Okay. So we know who was the Louisiana person. Okay. Of course, they're farting all the time.
It was either that or the bellow of alligator.
No, it happens to be a new toy, but it happens to be Fart Ninja. If you guys can see him, he's making those noises.
Oh my God!
Speaking of Peter Griffin, okay, Peter on one of the shows once said, "Wouldn't it be nice if we walked around having noise tracks and soundtracks?" Well, guess what? I got these little guys and I put them all over the place. And they make noises all the time. I love it. I just absolutely freaking love it. But other than being National Fart Day, it is also Disaster Day, National Chocolate Fondue Day.
That's my kind of day, man. Tasty Tuesday, that to be on. Okay, go ahead.
National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. National
Now,
Shower
let me
with
stop
a
you
Friend.
there for a
Oh,
second.
come on, it was a good one.
Okay, is that like a legitimate Girls in Sports Day, or does that have some kind of like Pornhub reference to it?
No, it's more like if you ever seen the movie with Tom Hanks and the girls playing baseball. What was that? Oh, it was probably before Juan's time, but you guys should know. Girls in
The
League of
Girls
Their Own.
League with Madonna, yeah.
League of Their
Madonna
Own.
was on
Awesome
there.
movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's back in the day. All right. So, and one of my favorite things today is National Shower with a Friend Day. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like to do that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and Ron, can you roll the Groupon commercial, please?
Is that part of the Groupon?
That's a special for the Groupon today. You buy the Groupon
Bonus.
today, you get the bonus shower, the bonus pipe shower.
We got some rusty pipes.
Shower.
Are you tired of the same old bed and breakfast? Come visit the Pipe Cave, where you can service the Pipe Man all night long, and then serve the Pipe Man breakfast.
And then get the hell out.
That's the Pipe Man Groupon. The Groupon special is normally $1.99, but today it's on sale for $99. Just call into the show right now. 561-623-9429. And you too can have the Pipe Man Groupon. I had the Groupon. You should too.
So I just have a question, Rebel. When you recorded that voiceover, for realness purposes, was that when you were performing fellatio on the KKK?
No, it would be a little bit hard to do a voice commercial while performing fellatio.
Okay, well, let's
Somewhat.
try it right now.
Right.
Why don't you pretend like you're performing fellatio and say that voiceover, and I want to hear what it sounds like.
I am so not going to. I have nothing big enough to stick in my mouth. I have glasses and.
Yeah, the
Anybody can
glasses
talk
are
with
enough.
glasses
Do it
in
with
your
the
mouth.
do it with the glasses. Go ahead.
Okay,
This is going
so
on the
it's-
Pipe Man OnlyFans, by the way. So go ahead.
God. You can talk with glasses in your mouth.
Here,
because
we'll
it's
put her in the
hard.
spotlight.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, here she goes, folks. Here she goes. Deep throat those sunglasses now. Come on.
I don't even remember the words to the commercial, and it's
Just
not
try
that
it.
difficult.
Just try it.
Oh, the Groupon's normally $1.99, but
Go
for
deeper.
today,
No, that was a bit of a turnoff. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Okay, nobody's call. The calls
I might
that were
need
coming
to-
in just canceled. They just hit X. Yes.
I'm choking
out,
on
I'm
glasses, plastic.
Oh, speaking of the women in sports, whatever that thing is, we have Health Nut over here. That's okay. So her idea of women in sports is to be a referee.
Well,
There you
Just
go.
saying. I first saw her when she came on. I'm like, are you like doing a skit where you're in prison or something?
for Inkcarceration, this promo for Ink.
Oh, there you go. See, that was a good. I can't
I
believe
think
it.
the stripes
You
go the other
actually
way in
came
jail.
up with a smart, quick comeback. Oh my God.
Whoa, yay!
I think I'm going to have a heart attack right here live on the show. Okay,
do
but
that. That's
speaking
not
of
good.
Ink, okay, so we had another Danny Wimmer Festival that just made an announcement. We are doing ticket giveaways for it. We will be doing ticket giveaways for Ink, but not yet. Because first, we're doing ticket giveaways for Bourbon and Beyond. And and I say because there's one festival, Riot Fest. I do the same weekends, Bourbon and Beyond. I used to always do Bourbon and Beyond. Now I do Riot Fest. And if Riot Fest has a good lineup, I have a problem because, oh my God, all the deadheads and fish heads are going to surface because Fish is headlining Bourbon and Beyond. And okay, for you Canadians, we spell that PH. Kind of like fat with PH. It's fish with PH.
Yeah, like fuck with a PH. It means seal in French. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. So,
Yeah.
so I could just go up to some 6'4" dude, 400 pounds, and go, fuck.
Yeah.
And when he gets mad, he's about to punch me. Oh, no. I'm just saying. What is it again? Say it again.
Seal.
Seal. Yeah, I'm just calling you a
Well,
seal.
I mean, you could still get
Still
punched.
might get
for
punched.
that. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
probably. But then
Yeah.
it's more clear why I'm getting punched. Okay. So, me
Yeah.
and my bro used to say, like, not that long ago, like, I don't know, within the last 10 years, we'd sit there and go, you remember when you used to just get into those fights that you went in knowing you were going to get your ass beat and you had to do it anyway?
Why do that? I don't understand.
It's just a guy thing, man.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. It's just like, it's just the guy thing. Like, it's for your respect. Like, listen,
Yeah.
that's how. Let's switch gears to like a motivational moment here. Okay, that's how you handle the bullies. Okay. Basically, I remember being a kid, and I was taught by, I think, my dad. There was this bully that every day I was walking home from school, he'd want to hit me up for my lunch money and blah, blah, blah. And, my dad said, here's what you do. You want to get rid of a bully? Next time you walk by, as soon as he opens his mouth, put your fist in it. I'm not kidding. But basically it worked because the dude never picked on me again. Because bullies usually are just wussies. That once you stand up to them, that doesn't mean punch them in the face, but listen, I've gone up to seriously 6'4", 400-pound dudes, and I'll get in their face and I'll be like, I will kill you right where you stand. And that's that thing, going in knowing you're going to get your ass beat. But what ends up happening is the dude's like, this dude must be crazy. This little dude coming up to me like that. They're like, yeah, I might not want to mess with him, but then there's other sides of it too. It's just a matter of respect. Like, we're not like women. Men are not like women. Men,
Thank
you're
God.
in high school, Well, maybe not after I tell you what I'm about to tell you. Maybe you may not say that. But like during high school, you could get in a fist fight with somebody, like full out bloody fist fight. 5 minutes later, you're playing baseball together. Women, on the other hand, and this is from research of 3 daughters, okay, and many other, much more research too, but firsthand, 3 daughters, you guys just carry a grudge for life, man. Somebody steals your lipstick and like they are shunned from your life forever, and there's no forgiveness ever. Tell me it's not true.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Exactly.
It doesn't even have to be something physical. Just say the wrong word once, and it's like
it's over
for life.
It's or like, okay, so you're in a relationship, a romantic relationship for 20 years. You as the guy do something stupid, and it's not even that big, but it's stupid. You don't even realize it's stupid because she doesn't tell you at the time. She waits for the right time. And that right time could come like 20 years later. And then you're like, this is appropriate for the new name of the show. You're like, what the fuck? That's why it needs to be What the Fuck Wednesday. Because see, there's so many what the fucks.
But here's the thing. Women should never be angry about a guy doing something stupid. Like, that's in our nature. We're going to do it eventually, at least once a day.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and sometimes on purpose.
Most of the times we don't even realize it. But yeah, we do stupid things.
I learned a lot from being married. You know what I learned?
Not to be married.
Don't do the dishes properly when you first meet a woman at all or ever, and don't do laundry properly. Because the first time I did dishes, now mind you, I had been living on my own since I was like 15, okay? She got mad at me and she like pushed me away and she's like, don't ever do the dishes ever again, because she didn't like how I was putting them in the dishwasher. Don't have to ask me twice. 12 years later, still never put another dish in the dishwasher or whatever. Your own fault for telling me. Like, if you're going to tell me don't do the work, I'm not doing it.
I'm different than you in that area because I have to do them. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves is having dirty dishes in the sink overnight.
Me too.
I hate seeing that. So if they're not getting done, I have to do it myself. Like, and I know, like, I leave them like very, very clean. So I don't trust anyone.
Juan is a get it done guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, if I see something that needs to get done, I'll get it done right away.
When my daughter was 35,
otherwise I forget.
When my daughter was 35, I finally kicked her out because of stuff like that. No, seriously though, one of my daughters was living with me with one of my grandchildren. Like, they were out and then back in again. It's like, what is that skit, Rebel, from way back when? It's Abbott and Costello, where they're like, they dragged me back in again. Okay, so, and she used to totally always have the sink full of dishes, and it drove me nuts because you can come into my house anytime and you will not see that shit. Mm-hmm. And so, like, we had a year lease. We were about a month in, and I'm like, I'm just giving you enough headway. In 11 months, I'm not renewing the lease. And so I did. And
it's a lot of time.
I couldn't handle every day.
Wide berth.
I couldn't even wash a dish myself because there was no room. Like, if you turn the water on, it would just go on the floor. It was piled so high, you know. But, and you know what? When your child is a teenager, it's like you have a different attitude about it. You kind of expect it, you know. But when they're a grown woman with a child, it's like no. Like, if that would have happened when it would have bothered me when she was 16, but it wouldn't be grounds for not renewing the lease. That was violating the lease as far as I was concerned. The lease that I was paying for. I violated myself. So anyway,
defiled self.
Let's talk about Health Nut. You're dressed up as, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's because of Shiprocked and you're trying to be Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice. That was a good one. Yeah. Did you
No,
hear Rebel? Did you see that? We
I
ran
see.
into the real Beetlejuice
I see
momentarily.
her. I see her more as like a Foot Locker manager.
Yeah, there you go. That's a step up in the world right there. Okay. So
Yeah. No, I was thinking, well, I mean,
So-
I could have put
so
this
that's my
jersey. I was looking
question
at the
for you.
days. I checked off shower with a friend. Okay.
Well, I have a very important question
What's
for you.
next? What?
Okay, hold on. You know what's really bad, Juan? I noticed that I put it on the wrong Twitter, and we're broadcasting live on the women's Twitter, on the W4WN Twitter.
Nice.
That's great. Okay, well, good. I noticed that. It and you know
It's
what?
Women
Maybe
in
we should-
Sports Day,
but-
so let's maybe
well,
that's
not
it.
only
Maybe
that,
we're
okay.
combining worlds here, open
No.
for new possibilities.
Here's the thing, though. I think that's where Pipeman's probably more popular, even though he's not supposed to be on there. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it today.
Wow, you really do know how to blow, don't you?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's a little,
so
too loud. I've had this thing confiscated from me before.
can you say that word again for me, please?
Confiscated.
Confiscated. There aren't two ends there. It's
Confiscated.
confiscated.
Is that right?
Like it's the two foreigners I always have to correct on the show, and it's not one.
Yeah. Anyway, this is I hear we're taking a vote on some things, so I thought I would dress appropriately and be like the voting decider.
But we already voted. Wacky or
on the Wacky or the WTF. Yeah.
So we voted and it was unanimous. Okay.
Okay. Well, I
So-
thought there was another thing, isn't there?
No.
It's
Was there?
National Vote Day.
No, it's national. You did it because it's national. What do you say it was? Women's
Yeah,
women's
jockstrap.
girls and women. In
Anyway,
sports.
I'm an advocate for sports. Yeah, why not? Let's go.
All right. So Bourbon and Beyond announced
Listen.
the lineup today. And yes, very exciting. Okay, let's take another vote. Which one of you don't know who the band Fish is? Raise your hand. Oh my God. I can understand from one, but Swamp Nut, Jesus Christ, it's right up your alley being in Louisiana. Fish is like the Grateful Dead, and they have the cult like the Grateful Dead, so it's that type of music. The Lumineers, who are badass. Jack White. Okay, so which one of you know who Jack White is? This would be fun. Oh my God, you don't know Jack White from the White Stripes, Rebel? Come on.
I don't.
Oh, White
I don't know the
Stripes.
White
Here,
Stripes.
I'm in suit.
Okay, you ready for this? Pat Benatar.
I know
Pat
her.
Benatar. Okay. And we have
Bourbon and Beyond.
Cage the Elephant, Ringo Starr. Oh, fuck me. I might have to do Bourbon Beyond this year. I don't know.
That was an invite to the group one, by the way. Just saying.
Goo Goo Dolls. And
Nice.
let's see. Third Eye Blind, Foreigner, Blues Traveler. Oh, I love them. Okay, who on here knows Blues Traveler? Raise your hand.
I don't know, Blues Traveler.
Oh my God, where have you guys been? Juan has an excuse. He hasn't been on the earth long. What about you people? Okay. This is one that my daughter might get upset by, the band name, Trampled by Turtles. Actually, no, I like that. You're trampled by the turtles. Yeah. I think the turtles should trample the human beings that try to kill them. Collective Soul, Mary Chapin Carpenter. Oh my God.
Wow.
That's pretty wild. The Spin Doctors. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot. Blind Melon. Love them. There are a lot of bands. Bourbon.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're going to give.
That's in Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Louisville.
Louisville. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You got to put that L in there that does not exist.
Forgive the foreigner in me.
In that part of the country, like they just don't know how to spell things in some problems, so they pronounce they think there's an L in there. Okay, But no, Bourbon and Beyond, that is a badass lineup. Oh my God. In fact, I have to call one of my friends when I get off the show and let him know he's got to go to Bourbon and Beyond. Okay, because I know a bunch of people that will go to this just because of Blues Traveler, Fish, and what was the other one that they would go for?
Pat Benatar.
What?
Pat Benatar.
Well, that would be other people. That would be a different crowd of people. Okay. But they're the three hippie bands that are like they're going to be seeing what you're seeing in your background, Rebel, during that festival. I can assure you. Fish people, you know what might be at Bourbon and Beyond? Tanks of nitrous.
Oh, wow.
That's what they have at Fish concerts.
Oh, wow.
Like everywhere. Have you ever had a tank of nitrous, Swan?
Inside the car or?
Well, no. Did you put one in the car and drive over the border with it?
Not over the border, but through it, yeah.
Yeah, fast through it.
When I was like
like the hidden tunnels.
Yeah, when I was like 19 years old, you could go into New York City. I lived in Jersey. You could go into New York City and just go into one of those corner stores and buy like a case of the nitrous canisters. Like that shit could freeze your lungs, man. Like if you do it wrong, you die. But
it's not funny.
But at least, well, at least we didn't have fentanyl and everything.
Explains a lot, though.
Like that was the start of it. Okay, here's the pet peeve. We'll do the pipe peeve today. Right now, it was going to be a different pipe peeve, but I thought of it just now. Maybe I'll do another one later. Okay, but oh my God, Nancy Reagan, she started the war on drugs, and all we've ever had since then is the worst drug problem in the world. Did you ever notice? Check this out, people. Everything we do a war on, I don't mean like countries, always turns out the opposite of what we want.
Yeah, because you're fighting against something versus pro something else. Like, like we turn the attention on, okay, anti-war, but what are you actually pro for? So all of the attention goes against. It's like kind of that's a WTF.
Yeah, and see the worst you.
So it's like, what's the opposite of like drug war?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, Portugal legalized all drugs and that minimized their drug problem because if you tell kids they can't do something, they're gonna do it. And so, like, if you go before the war on drugs, okay, so the cocaine problem was bad, and there was heroin, but not a huge heroin problem. It was like there were people that did heroin and there were people that would never even consider it. Nowadays, heroin, everybody considers it because the war on drugs is what's brought about OxyContin. And OxyContin is basically heroin. It's not heroin, but it's the same thing. And when people are addicted to oxys and they can't get it anymore the legal way, what do? They go on the streets and they get heroin. But ever since the war on drugs, that's when crack was created. This thing called ice, which was stronger than crack. And then I was just talking about this with, I think, my daughter the other day. That's when OxyContins were created. That's when Special K was created. That's when all these drugs that are killing kids today and adults, that's when they were created. And that's what was the gateway to the fentanyl crisis that we have right now. So thank you, the war on drugs. Now you're killing way more people and it's a way bigger problem. And maybe we should reevaluate how we handle the drug problem because it's not working. My vote is to abolish big pharma. That's my vote. Take the power away from them and actually treat people with proper medicine instead of a money-making multi-billion-dollar business. And here was my other pipe peeve. Okay? I want to know when it became legal in the United States of America to assign you can bring everybody back on one. That was a good idea, though. But I want to see the expressions on one person's face here when I go here. I don't remember it being in the Constitution where a non-elected billionaire from another country is allowed to have access to the U.S. Treasury. Look at the faces. Nobody even really knows what I'm talking about here. Louisiana, they're like, you know, they're too busy cheering on stuff to know what's really going on. Do you know what I'm
really not.
about? Do you know
when
what I'm
Obama
talking
became
about?
president?
I don't know who the treasurer person is.
Not treasurer, just access to the treasurer.
Oh.
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, because he's Canadian, isn't he?
Canadian.
Or Canadian South African?
He's a Canadian billionaire that is appointed to a spot in the White House, not elected by the American people, that is already a billionaire and has access to U.S. Treasury.
Yeah, I mean, that's a WTF.
Here's that what the fuck moment.
Yeah.
What world are we living in?
There's madness. There's method to that madness because you see the U.S. Treasury is like trillions of dollars in debt. So they figure if they got the billionaire, it's not like he can steal it. He might actually feel bad and start putting some in.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Okay. Because otherwise, that's what he would do. You know, he could, with the amount of money he has, he could eliminate the debt and still go yachting. Okay. I don't know.
But he's not a billionaire because he has billions in the bank. He's a billionaire because of his assets.
Yes.
Yeah. We could liquidate.
Which are not liquid.
Liquidate.
Correct.
But we can turn them into liquid. Liquidate them. Liquidate those assets.
Because there's no point in that.
I am going to listen.
Not for him.
Fascinating times. We live in wild times.
In 2028,
Wild
we
West.
really need to vamp up the Pipeman for Prez campaign because I realize if I'm elected president, I can just take all my friends and put them in posts in my government. I didn't know I could do that. That's amazing. See, I even did some coloring to my hair to kind of look. It's kind of like my strategy to look more like the orange guy, so that I could get elected. You know,
the king of the Oompa Loompa.
Oh my gosh,
but
that's funny.
I just think they're all bad. I think every choice is bad. I don't hate on any
Oompa Loompas
individual.
are good.
But here's a good. Yeah, they're good. Okay, but they're a little wicked. Just saying. Listen,
they are. Yeah.
Somebody I know that's been on this show is now Secretary of State of the United States of America, though.
Wow.
Do any of you know who that is? Well, you're Canadian, so you have a pass. You don't need to know who's in the U.S. government. But these two people here, like they're voting, and they don't even know who's in there.
The blonde guy.
Rubin.
Nope, he's part of your. We'll say language because it's a totally different country.
Yeah, but blonde in Spanish is rubio.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking about his hair.
It's like way too clever.
That was brilliant, Juan.
It was a thinker.
That was brilliant. Oh my God. I have to praise all of you except Rebel today for having such brilliant responses.
I said his name.
When? Did you say it in your head? You have to actually say it into the mic.
I said it. Replay it. It says Marco Rubio.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll give that to you.
Mm-hmm. I did hear that. I just didn't know if that was the right answer or not.
So we stepped up because one of our friends was the Attorney General here in the state of Florida who's recently stepped down. So now we traded him in for a Secretary of State. It's basically for anything I can get in trouble on this show, I got the connections.
So I'm no more jailbait. Yeah.
So I might need to borrow that. But here's the thing. The Pipeman Radio Tour went on full force last week, and I didn't even have to leave the county. It was beautiful. Okay, so first I went and covered Venom Inc, one of my favorite all-time ever bands, and it was so funny. We're on the tour bus. The interview was longer than usual of my interviews because I'm friends with the singer, and we were just having a great time talking. And at one point, I was like, holy shit, guys, what time is it? I think you have to go on stage. I think it's time for your set. And that isn't the first time that's happened. When I interviewed Mike Muir from Suicidal Tendencies at Rocklahoma a few years ago, basically he was talking so much in the interview that I had to say, hey, dude, it's your set time. You got to go, and so that says a lot, though, if they're having that much fun, because usually, with other press people I see, sometimes I see them looking at their watch, they're like ready to go. And, okay, I got to go do the gig. But they forgot what time it was. We were having so much fun. So you're going to have to check out that interview, which is going to broadcast live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the Adventures of Pipe Man. Same pipe channel, same pipe time, different pipe day. Okay. And so basically that was a badass night. What was cool about it is it was at Banyan Live, which Banyan Live is on Southern Boulevard, literally maybe 10 minutes or less from the studio. And then there's Saturday. I'm going to let Juan talk about Saturday because Juan got to experience media for the first time. And it was kind of funny too, because I told him to meet me at Dick's, and no, that wasn't an LGBTQ reference at all. Okay.
Shower with your friend day.
See, but it wasn't on Saturday. So it would have just been practice. Okay. But anyway, so we get there, and I'm like, I can't tell his vehicle. Mine stands out like a sore thumb, but yeah. I text him, I'm here. He goes, I know, you drove right by me. I'm like, well, come up behind me. And he didn't understand what I meant. Again, it might have had to do with the shower. I don't know. and so basically,
you need to practice some more.
He thought we were parking there and walking to the fair. Like, not even the peons walk that far to the fair, okay? So, I'm like,
which is like almost a mile away?
It was probably
the
more,
entrance.
Probably more than a mile. And because it's a mile maybe to the amphitheater, but then you got to go even further past the amphitheater. So, yeah, I mean, I was like, no, you're going to follow me in there. We met over here so I could get you in. And so we get over there, and then he was still confused because I'm sitting there pointing to it, and there's not very many empty parking spaces where we park because we're like literally parking inside the fair. And I point to him, go ahead, park there. Because I got a Jeep. I could go park on the tree if I need to. And he's still following me. And
I actually didn't. I didn't see you pointing anywhere, so that's why.
Oh, so you were texting and driving in the parking lot? Is that what you were doing?
I don't recall.
Is that like taking the fifth? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take.
It's more. Yeah, what you have to say is I cannot confirm nor deny. That's the answer.
That's more for like the FBI and the CIA.
It's always a good line, no matter what.
Will not.
So. Go ahead, Juan. Now that I've gotten you into the fair, tell us your experience at the South Florida Fair for the final weekend this year from a media perspective. Because if I don't say that, like if I say that to Rebel, she'll say, well, I had a donut burger. But
not, and I didn't.
All right.
It was really good. There was a lot of photograph opportunities. Like it's a fair, so like you have pretty much every angle is a good angle. We saw the parade. We saw a bunch of bands playing live during the competition. We saw a lot of weird foods that I would never try in my life. And that's including like other things that we talked about that I try to make you eat before.
Yeah.
When you were in Mexico.
Exactly. And
And
then,
I would
what a
even
jerk,
then I
too.
would
He's
rather
not even from that area of Mexico. Like, and so he was just trying to get me to eat gross shit that he's never eaten himself in his life. But go on.
but I would try it though. Like I would rather try that than the stuff they had at the fair. That's
What was
how,
what was your least appealing food to you?
I don't know, everything with pickles. Like there was like pickles everywhere.
What's wrong with
Just
pickles?
No, he had a bad experience with a pickle and the emergency room. Enough said.
No. No, I just don't like the taste. It's disgusting.
They had a
Pickles?
pickle shake. A
Yeah.
pickle shake.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
Pickle shake.
I don't do pickle snowballs either. So therefore,
I would
But
rather have the
what's
chocolate covered bacon.
Yeah, the chocolate covered bacon. It wasn't that great.
But the same one of the same place does have like one of the best burgers. Okay, not the donut burger. I don't get the donut burger. I don't want a donut burger, and I'm a
I give you a
sugar
heart attack.
addict.
The
and I
bun
don't-
would just melt in your mouth, you know?
Well, and then you know what it looks like if you're a guy, and you have the glaze all over your mouth.
It's-
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes life is messy.
sometimes it is.
It's always messy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like a squirt, sometimes you don't.
How about a fart? National Fart Day.
How about a queef?
Sorry.
Does a queef qualify for National Fart Day? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I
If
think it
it's
would
the
be like
right
a
sound.
It's the right
subcategory.
sound, but it doesn't have the smell.
Yeah.
a win-win.
And it's not gas, it's air. What comes
Right.
out of the back is gas because you need the gas to keep walking. So yeah, it like
Is
pushes
that your
you.
nitrous?
It pushes you along.
Yeah, yeah.
Your body's
Exactly.
natural
That's the
nitrous.
nitrous.
Exactly. That's exactly what it does. And
Yeah, because I think a queef is technically like a pee fart, you know?
no, it's just an air suction
It's a
thing.
pee dot.
It's
Yeah.
It's like-
well, then. That did not sound good.
I don't know what that is.
Okay,
I don't know
let's
what
do
sound that
this,
is.
Juan, you need to
That's
search.
the shower with your friend.
I need you
day
to search
sound.
a sound. I want a fart sound and a queef sound. And as soon as you find it, let me know. We want to play it on the air and we're going to vote on how
Like-
similar they are.
Which
I don't
one
know
is
what-
Somebody
which?
really record that? I mean, how do you know
Oh,
it's
yeah.
coming off?
Oh
the
yeah,
headphones?
don't tell us which one it is. Okay, don't tell us which
Yeah.
one it is, and we have to guess whether it's a fart or a queef. Okay, this is what we do for National Fart Day.
Yeah.
So
Help us all.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to judge this.
did you find it
competition.
yet?
I'm looking
It's
for them.
probably not
Okay.
easy to find something like that. I
In the
mean,
meantime, while he's finding that, okay, I gotta move to
Because there's so many different kinds of sounds that could come out, you know? It's like it's
Yeah, like I'm
really-
looking at it and it's like just for the regular part one, it says wet, dry, quick, and
Yeah.
rap.
exactly exactly.
Well, we can just do different ones. Let's try different ones. You mix it up, and each one we pick fart or queef.
Which
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Oh
but
my
before
god.
we do that, while he's looking for that,
Right
I'm going
there,
to talk a
folks,
little bit
we
about the
did.
South Florida Fair. It kicked ass. I love the South Florida Fair. Always have. I'm so glad I'm in Florida this year to cover it. And we were there all day from like 9 till I think he left around 7. I left probably around 11. And we had the classic rock tribute band competition, and that was badass. We had a Cranberries band. We had a Red Hot Chili Peppers band. We had a Pearl Jam band. And we had not the winner. Wasn't there one more? What was the one more? Shoot. Oh, The Cure. Duh. My favorite. They had a Cure. Oh my God, the Cure band was so good. You got to hear the interview. We interviewed all these bands I just mentioned. So to go to the podcast and you could do it on Pipeman in the Pit or the Adventures Pipeman. You'll find the interviews from the South Florida Fair. But the Cure, I think that personally, I thought they should have won because they looked like the dude looked just like the singer of the Cure. I mean, I just covered the Cure like a year ago, and it was like watching the Cure. It was a great show, but then it was your favorite band that gives you free albums in your Apple Music that did a tribute and won the whole competition. It was U2. With all the hate that there was for getting that free album on Apple Music, I am shocked that people just love U2. Why? It's like very confusing to me. But this band did get the crowd going, man. And at one time it was funny because, I don't know, I think I was, who was it? I don't know. I think I was flirting with somebody and I was.
Of course you were.
And then,
you were flirting with multiple somebodies.
Yeah, but in this particular scenario, I was flirting with somebody. I don't even remember who it was. And then
that's how special she was.
The singer. Exactly. She didn't qualify for the Groupon. The singer came up, like I was leaning up against the speaker, back to the speaker with my face to the crowd, and he just tapped on my shoulder, and then I just looked up and he sang to me.
Wow. And that led to Friends in the Shower. Well,
yeah. Serenaded.
Yes, the pipe man was serenaded for not paying attention. I was paying attention. I was just up against the speaker, but like it was pretty cool how he did that. So then they won it all.
What a predicament.
Yeah, and then so they get to play again, and they're a headliner next year in the fair. And so it was pretty cool because usually the bands that play again, they just play the same set again. They played a whole different set. It was great. And then there was an encore because, I don't know, some drunk dude got all upset that they didn't play Sunday Blaze Sunday. They played that in the first set. So they did an encore and did Sunday Blaze Sunday. But I think they had it planned to begin with anyway.
Crowd pleaser.
It was really a great time and a great escape from the insanity. I highly recommend you people get off of your technological devices and watching the news and forget about all the politics and forget about all the bullshit. And just go out there and go to something like that and have a good time. Okay, do you have it ready, Juan?
Yes, we have it ready. Are you guys ready to play? Guess that sound.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ready.
Here's the first set of sounds.
That's definitely a fart. That's a fart. It's all of them are one, right? They're all the same one that you're playing right now. They're all either farts or
that's after Taco Tuesday,
or is it a combination? Okay, do we all vote that they're farts?
Yes.
Are we correct,
totally
Juan? Are we
that
correct?
would be correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one, let's see what they are.
Well, this is the shortest one I found. I haven't heard it yet, but here we go.
That sounds like somebody stabbed a vagina, not a queef, okay?
Sounds like something got stuck in the zipper.
It's like you stabbed the vagina and it deflated. Okay.
Yeah, that sounded like a balloon popping.
So while he looks for more, I need to talk about the Renaissance Festival, which was the next day. So it's the closing weekend of the fair. It was opening weekend for Renfest. It's running for about a month on weekends. I love the Renaissance Festival. Been going almost every year since 1980. And man, it was badass. They switched it up this year. They added some new stuff. They moved some stuff around. And man, it's just... what a great escape, too, because it's just all laughter all day, you know? So that's the greatest medicine in the world. Health Nut here is shaking her head yes, so I get the approval there. Laughter, you know, we're going to talk a segment about mental health awareness. Not now, but another time. But I'm here to tell you that laughter is one of the best medicines for mental health. Just saying, go get off the socials. Get off the technology, get off the news, and go laugh. Okay, speaking of laughing, do we have any more that we choose from that are either farts or queefs?
I cannot find any good ones.
Okay, Rebel, can you
Are
do
there
an
good
impression
queefs?
of a queef?
Yeah.
Hurry up, we gotta end the show. Hurry up.
No.
Okay.
I
Let's see it.
cannot.
Let's see if I can do it. Wait.
I can't.
Can you do it, Dr. Health Nut?
No. I
Come
would
on.
just go. I
Give
don't
your
know.
try.
Just
Give
like
your
a
try.
little air.
Yeah, it is like it is kind of like that. That's what I was
Like
trying
a,
to
like
do.
a,
It's
like
like
a. Yeah. Like a little flap in the
Okay.
wind,
No,
you know?
I
Just
think there's a little. I think there's a little more reverb on it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, come
Exactly.
on, Studio Nut. You have the sound effects there, able to do it. Let's hear your version.
Nice. That's a
that sounds more like an elephant.
yeah. Or fuck. Meaning seal.
Okay, that's all, folks. Now everybody
Or
just starts-
WTF.
everybody
WTF,
just
man.
starts saying, "I love you, you love me." No, anyway, that's it for today. Tune in next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where I will be on here live for Motivational Monday, Travel Tuesday, and What the Fuck Wednesday here on the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio. And don't forget, tomorrow and the rest of the week, we will have my interviews playing live. Tomorrow will be Venom Inc. Check it out. You're going to love it. They're a great band, and you guys are great too. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man right here on W4CY.com. Roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.